It was hot. It was about 100 degrees. And I was out promoting and doing things I'm supposed to do to make our business grow. And you know what? We are, we were in Belen, New Mexico. And I got 3 clients and one potential client. One client I have an appointment with in the morning wants me to diagnose her AC and possibly fix it if it isn't going to be too costly and too big of a job. So she drives a 2006 Saturn View, I believe, and another person has like a 98 or 99, maybe a 2000 Oldsmobile or Buick Park Avenue. They want they want it tuned up, they want the belt changed, and they want their brakes fixed. And that appointment is supposed to be for Monday. I have another gentleman, his Oldsmobile Rendezvous. He wants me to take an overall look at it because he's going out of town and he needs to know if it needs service or if it needs anything before he heads out, because he got to check engine light. I haven't went into the details of it yet, but we'll see. And we are on our way to Farmington to check out a van that my mechanic friend has, and it is supposed to be really clean and really nice. So my dream with that one, my prophecy with that one, I should say, is we're going to turn it in to our mechanic van with my tools and the sign on the side, phone number, Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff on the side, and promote basically. So we want to take this regional, since we're doing so good going from town to town, promoting our business so people can see. We want to be able to do it regional and drive and be able to move around, that way we won't be stuck in Deming. And with that, the van has to be reliable. My van is reliable as long as I keep fixing it. You know what I mean? But this one, if I get this one, I will have time to put that one down for a week or two and actually fix everything that needs fixed. Most jobs that I like to do are diagnosing jobs. I know that I am a fairly, really good, decent mechanic, because most of the people that come to me have told me that 2 or 3 mechanics have looked at it already, or fixed it already, or repaired it already, and it keeps breaking. And I'll fix it for them, and there won't be any problems or anything like that. So I feel kind of proud of myself because I've had a lot of experience with my own vehicles breaking down, and I kind of know what to look for. And once you've seen one vehicle with Chevy or Ford or Dodge or something like that, or Chrysler, you've seen just about all of them, just with just slight differences. So I'm going to be a diagnosing expert. I'm going to keep studying. I'm going to keep researching. I'm going to keep using my experience and my knowledge to do, a good job for, those people who need their vehicles fixed. With that, I have to be able to have a reliable scan tool. I've got to have quite a bit of diagnosing equipment, because I know that old school mechanics are fine, and things like that. But it's so much easier when you can read, you know, fuel trims and see what O2 sensors are doing and read live data. And, I have a mechanic friend now, that's ASE certified that, doesn't understand fuel trims. So, I've had a lot of people on the street stop and ask me, hey, do you work on diesels? And although I have almost zero experience with diesels, uh, you know, I can still do certain things on them, change the brakes, the tires, uh, spark plugs, the starter and things like that. But when it comes to getting into, the deeper stuff, inside the engine, then, I'm not really that versed at it. So I want to study diesel mechanics and because that's where all the money is. You make big, they make good money. If you have a diesel, it's expensive to get fixed, and I don't want to be the one that I want to be the one that is willing to help people, give them a better price, and make it affordable for them, and be able to work with them. So I'm gonna start studying and get more knowledge and get certified with diesels, and that way I can be able to reach a broader audience and a broader spectrum of people. But for starters, I'm gonna need the van and some more equipment. I have ratchets and wrenches and sockets and all that stuff. But as far as electronic equipment, and things like that, I don't really have too much of. I have saws and drills and just fairly basic stuff. It'll get most jobs done. Most jobs you can get done with a socket and a ratchet or a wrench. 13, 15, 17, 14, or 12. And with GM, 13, 10, and 15 millimeters. So, I'm pretty well set. I've got wire and starter fluid, to test fuel pumps and things like that. And but I'd like to get a smoke machine. I do have a timing gun, a tachometer, and things like that. So, yeah. But I'm kind of living our dream right now. My dream is to get this van and get it back and get it all readied up, for the business, because I'm just so excited. I'm so hyped that it makes me want to just go and get things done. I'm so excited to do the next job and the next job and the next job and make more money and more money and more money. I want to, I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but at the same time, by this time next year, I want to be established. I know the first year of you've got to really watch your P's and Q's and work hard and watch your wallet, because, things can go downhill in the drop of a dime. So, if anybody wants to help out, and if you have some tools, if you have some scan tools, electronic scan tools, stuff like that, or if you have a vehicle or a van or a truck or anything like that, give me a call, message me, and if you're serious and we're on that part of the country, we will come to you and we will get you taken care of. And if I have to come to you and it's a nice distance, then I will require a down payment. That way I'll know that you're serious and that way that I'll know that that I'm not driving all that way for nothing. So anyway, my name is going to be on the line. My business is going to be on the line. So it's no games, no nothing. We just want to grow. We want to keep growing. We want to grow our YouTube, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram. We want to grow our business. We want to grow. We still want to expand the land and buy more land, so we can still help those people that are in need. There's still a lot of homeless people and people that are on drugs that are in need, and they need our help because we are certified peer recovery coaches as well, and we're like the military. We leave no man or woman behind. We leave no man or woman behind. So anyway, if you'd like to help be a part of this, help us grow, watch us go from, pushing the buggy on the street, drug addiction, to owning our own land and starting our own business and growing the business and being a part of that, then, you're here now. You're here now. All we need is your support and a little bump. So, our cash app is $Awaken to Recovery. Awaken to Recovery. $Awaken to Recovery. We need you guys, and I promise you, we won't let you down. We'll be there for you whenever you need us. We love you guys, and God bless you. If you don't mind, like and share and follow. God bless.